It's so important today to practice, clarify your intention around communication, and make sure that the other person is ready to hear it. If all of those three things align, then it's sort of like a bullseye. If not, I'm seeing more of a zigzag where it's going to possibly cause some delays or just not land the way that you want. Basically, today's a day where you don't want to send a first draft and you don't want to just wing it when it comes to a conversation. The preparation is key. And if you're not feeling ready, or if your intuition tells you that this isn't the day to have a conversation, then instead what you can do is research, practice, draft it out. All of that is going to help you in the long run. The way that Spirit is conveying this is through like a big alligator mouth, and this shows the fact that less is more. You don't want to eat your words, and honestly today avoid conflict if necessary. Spirit is conveying resources as well today through this really thin line, and it almost reminds me of a rubber band that you would see like in the Two of Pentacles, and it's saying don't overextend yourself. Make sure that if you are feeling overwhelmed, if you don't have the support that you need, or if something just isn't enough, that you pump the brakes and say no. Choosing what you're going to focus on and having proper boundaries today can also help you when it comes to the communication, help you not get sort of overwhelmed, and this is going to be, I think, the key to success. I'm Nicholas Ashbaugh. This reading is for Friday, June 19th. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. All right, today's card is the Five of Swords, and we couldn't have picked a more perfectly aligned card if we tried. The Five of Swords represents someone who isn't ready to listen. They're too much in their own energy or their own script to be actively listening and receiving the message. Sometimes they lack accountability, and sometimes they just enjoy an argument. Either way, it's better to delay, just like I said earlier, and focus on other things that really matter to you. If we look at the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, you can see everything that I just talked about there. That person smirking and feeding off of the interaction. So if someone in your life is like that, starve the energy, they'll move on to someone else. You'll have more energy then to focus on what is important to you. This can also represent the inner saboteur. It's almost like that little angel and devil illustration where the devil is whispering in your ear fears, anxieties, and basically, just like I said with the Five of Swords, it doesn't hold any weight. It is a projection or a filtering of fears that are coming from the external. So when the inner saboteur comes through and says, you'll never do it, what you do is you get stubborn and you say, not only will I do it, but here's how, here's why, and here's when. That is going to be a very effective method for any sort of mental block that you might be going through, okay? All right, everyone, have a fantastic Friday. Stay positive and affirmative in your thoughts and communication, and you'll be fine. See you soon.